recurring issue in this Senate. Mr. President, you will recall that there is no 1 week a motion of this nature do not come up for discussion. And I heard Mr. President say, look, we should be a little bit more serious in this matter. We should prefer solutions. And there's no need telling long tales anymore. Mr. President, I don't know what next this Senate needs to do. Under your leadership, there was a national retreat on security, and you drafted the key drivers of our security architecture. Parliament couldn't proceed doing any other thing other than to hold this retreat. Conclusions were reached. A subcommittee was set up to study all the contributions and make appropriate recommendations. One we want to ask, where did we go from there? Has anything been done? If nothing has been done, why? We cannot come here every time, violence, security, and all that and all that. I thought that may have given us that opportunity to do what we needed to do. Having said that, Mr. President, it is said in my own local area that when people are carrying a corpse along the way, you will think that it's a bundle of wood. Until it gets to you, then you know that it's a corpse. Many years ago, many months down the line, we have brought the case of Niger Delta, and in particular River State. These things that I'm hearing here, and continue to hear virtually every week, has been there with us in River State. And it's like, it's not a serious matter. Now it has gone wrong. I want to make bold to say this, Mr. President. In 2004, people like Senator Aduda, Philip Aduda, they were there with us. And I sponsored a motion on National Youth Development Program. It was intended to address some of these issues. At that time, I wasn't a prophet of doom, but I imagined that if nothing was done, as far back as 2004, when the youth in Niger Delta were ravaging everywhere, kidnapping, maiming, it will go around this country. Because one thing that I know youth know best what to do is to emulate. The demonstration effect has caught up everywhere in this country. I'm sorry to say, His Excellency, Governor Masari was the speaker. That bill, after the second reading also, because of expiration of time and all that, didn't see the light of day. Because who are the key drivers of this process, of these killings, this violence? The youth. What do they have? They have two important assets: idle time and a lot of energy. And it is also said, an idle brain is the devil's workshop. Until our youths are engaged, Mr. President, this problem will continue to be with us. That is one. Two, let us be realistic. I am saying this based on what I heard Mr. President say. Our lifestyle laid foundation for all this. Mr. President, when we look back, say people like me, we own 3, 4, 5 vehicles. And I'm sure we can do much better with 2. Our contemporaries in UK or US, do they really own 4 vehicles on the road? Suppose we dispose of our 2 vehicles and use the proceeds to set up a small industry. Wouldn't we be engaging 5 youths? And 5 youths, and there are about 1 million people like me, will be taken away from the street. More than 5 million youths up the highway, up our countryside, and engaging them in very productive purposes. Some of us own houses in our village, in the urban center, and in Abuja. Do we need all this? This is what wrong economic policies that led us into doing. And we laid the foundation over the years. And today, we are facing the realities of our time. Therefore, where do we go from here? If we tackle the symptoms, I do not think that we will make any much progress. The most we can do is to have a long-range plan. And that long-range plan is to find a way to come up with appropriate economic policies that will engage these idle hands. For example, I'm talking from experience. Mr. President, I had the opportunity of serving my state as the managing director of the River State government-owned oil palm company called Reason Palm. At its height, we were having only 14,000 hectares. And I had in my employ 4,200 youths. And they were well paid, well catered for, and very happy. Because the pay was a little bit okay, they were accommodated, they were given decent accommodation. Mr. President, we can do this in virtually 12 states of this country. And we'll be taking away 5,000 youths times 12 in the 12 states that are agricultural, that are suitable for oil palm development. And this is a very simple approach. Can we do it? Can we have the political will to do that? And of course it's there. And this parliament is in a position to do all this. Until we go and ensure that these idle hands are engaged, Mr. President, we will continue to face this situation. Thank you.